shit is about to get a little bit serious. But before I get into what I have been meaning to tell you guys for a while now, we're gonna go get some coffee. I was like, what is this? I thought this was the plan, but it's literally my baby hair. I don't even know where to start. I'm laughing, but like I think I'm the type of person who laughs through serious moments because literally nothing about this is funny. Let's go get a matcha. Would you guys be able to tell that it's literally June by my outfit? Thank you, Amsterdam. Okay, Queenie Pops, there is no more beating around the bush. I might get a little emosh talking about this. I've been thinking about how to start this video, what to say in this video, what I legally can say in this video. It's not funny. It's actually the furthest thing from funny. But I've been procrastinating this video so hard because I think this is on social media probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire career. So there's no easy way to kind of get into this, but to just jump in with the fact that, first of all, I need to say this first because it is literally at the top of my heart. My VOX girls, if you are watching this, anybody who's been a part of my Unreal community since day one, since 2021, I cannot put into words. Whew. Okay, well, this did not start well. Oh, come on, get it together. Okay. No, to be so serious. As if it couldn't get more serious than this. To be so serious. So first of all, I know that you guys saw, me coming off of spending 9 weeks in Bali, and I can obviously never tell how my social media comes across to everybody because I'm me and I'm living my life and I'm going through a lot of downs, a lot of ups, of course, but social media is and always will be a highlight reel. That's the oldest thing in the book. Everybody knows that. But I just cannot stress enough, and this is of course coming from my personal side of things, nothing is ever as it seems on social media, okay? Like, you guys, take it from me, doing social media for almost 5 years now, nothing is ever as it seems. You guys saw me living my absolute best life, I think, going to the beach, going to the gym, and honestly, in a lot of ways I was. It's not fake. The happy moments that you're seeing and all the ups and all the positives, they're not fake. But they're just that. They're the happy moments. And I love sharing those. And I think, like, it's important to also focus on the positives. What you focus on, you get more of. So it's important to be grateful, to focus on the positives. But I choose, with that same mindset, not to share all the negatives. I also don't think I need to share all the negatives, especially not the absolute lows that I have been going through in the last few months. So while you guys have been seeing me, living my absolute best life in Bali, I assume that's what it comes across on social media, I have actually been going through some of the hardest, craziest, most educational chapters of my life. I think I've never learned or grown so much in such a short period of time. I've probably got a couple of gray hairs coming on. I mean, running a business is glamorized on social media to the absolute max, okay? Falling into entrepreneurship was the best decision I've ever made in my entire life, but also the hardest. And you know what? I think that that's a beautiful thing. High risk, high reward. You work 24/7, but you're working for yourself at the end of the day. So everything you're putting in does come back to you. But it is glamorized to the max, y'all. The girlies are out here balding from the stress, okay? Owning a business is beautiful. It is absolutely one of the most fulfilling things. It is the most fulfilling thing. Back in 2018, I hit such a low in my life. I actually wanted to end my life. There was no purpose for me to live. I didn't see what use I was to this world. And my parents are the ones who got me out of that. They pushed me to persevere, to work hard, to go through my bachelor's. I graduated with a double degree, and then Corona hit. And in Corona, long story short, I started going to the gym. I fell in love with the gym. I hated all of my activewear. I never had cute fits. I never had the money to afford €70 Gymshark leggings, and then scrunch leggings became a thing. And all of the brands were selling these amazing scrunch leggings, and they were all like €120 also for shorts, also with shipping. I was like, hell no. I was like, you know what? Me with my 3,000 followers, I was like, I think there's a real gap for girly pops who are like me, who don't want to spend that much money. Like, bro, I gotta eat. I got rent to pay. On some activewear. Let me look into the possibilities of starting my own activewear brand. And again, long story short, that's how VOX was created. Affordability, comfort, but most importantly, snatching up that body. Snatch up that body, hugging in all the right places while not breaking the bank account, okay? My goal with VOX was to be the voice of VOX of confidence, and I am absolutely blown away. My heart is literally exploding. And no more tears, thinking about this, at how much and how big the brand became, not because of me, but because of you girls, because of you, because of your love, because of your excitement, and the unreal community that has become VOX's community of angels. And with all of that beauty, things started to shift in a way that I didn't expect that they would go. And there is always going to be a possibility, of course, with business, that things don't go as planned, and unfortunately that started to become my reality. What started as a small moment of, can I help other gym girlies, can I create this brand that fills in this market, that because we deserve to be confident, to look our best without breaking the bank account. And that tiny moment turned into a brand, and I brought a person in to basically help me with the logistics. You know, she's a girly pop at the end of the day. I am not a finance queen, a legal queen, or a tech queen. So I needed somebody kind of on the behind the scenes to help me out with things. Unfortunately for me, this is also a sign for my business girls, know what you are getting yourselves into. Know the type of business, okay? Know all the different type of business structures that you are signing yourself up for, because one day when things don't go to plan, that can be very, very important. And unfortunately for me and my 2020 self, 2021 self, who just thought, you know what, where could this go, you know? So I trusted the person that I brought in to help me, and I trusted a little too much, and I didn't do my own research. And as time passed and VOX grew, our visions unfortunately started going into different directions. I found myself carrying more and more of the brand and more responsibilities on my shoulder. And this just became unmanageable and honestly just unfair to myself. And I can't get into more legal stuff, at least not at this point in time. And I also honestly don't want to turn this into a drama. I just, no matter how hard it is, and to be vulnerable about this, to be vulnerable about something that is my entire life. Like, VOX is not just a part of my life. VOX, oh, here she goes again. VOX gave me purpose in a very hard time. VOX gave me purpose, and you girls gave me purpose. And I think there are also many of you who also feel very intertwined with VOX, and I felt it was right, and I just needed to be honest with you guys, because it's not fair for you guys to see me, quote unquote, living my best life on social media and wondering, you know, what's going on with VOX. Why is Christina so quiet on VOX and everything? And so that's why I'm on here, and I'm telling you guys, I've had to make some very difficult decisions lately. I've had to take a step back. I need to protect my boundaries and my energy And honestly, just because I respect myself, at the end of the day, I respect myself. And no matter how much more I would love to say, I just have to leave it at that. I hope that I will be able to tell you guys a little bit more and open up a bit more about this. Sitting here and speaking to my camera and speaking to you guys and having to actually talk about this makes it real, and that really sucks. It really, 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 really sucks. I cannot put it into words how much this sucks, but I owe it to you guys, and I want to be honest with you guys. I want to be open with you guys because I am what I am because of you. VOX is what it is because of you. We're gonna come out of this stronger. Oh, yeah, for real. And I wish I could say more, but I can't. The last thing that I'm gonna say on this in this video right now is I can't talk about anything beyond what's available right now. I do want to say this. I'm not gonna give up on myself. Never. I wouldn't do that to myself. And I wouldn't do that to 2018 me and 2020 me, who reached those all-time lows and found their purpose. I'm gonna take this time to realign, to heal, and to keep growing, and to keep. This is when content creators, you see them say allegedly. I'm not at that part yet. Story time incoming. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm also just a girl. But I do have some good news. I have a lot of good news. Actually, really, really good news. I'm so excited. While one thing is figuring itself out and is a big weight on my chest, me and a friend of mine, actually the owner of Amsterdam Pilates for Her studio, honestly somebody who has become near and dear to my heart. She's a fellow businesswoman and she is just an absolute sunshine on earth. So please, if you are in Amsterdam, go do yourself a service and go put yourself through an Amsterdam for Her Pilates workout, because not only will you leave sweating, my God, Pilates workouts have never been harder, but your energy, you will just leave. It's like a meditation session. I don't even know how to describe it. Workout meditation session. The energy there is just so good. It's unlike anything I've ever tried before. And I have been an Amsterdam Pilates girly for a long time. I have tried them all. And on June 22nd, I'm going to be hosting my first ever event. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm going to be meeting a lot of you gals, hopefully 32, if 32 of you are even interested in coming. Okay, that's something we're gonna figure out. We're just gonna be hanging out. It's gonna be girl talk, matchas, Pilates, and cute fits. I wanna see all my girls in their VOX fits, okay? Somebody come heal my heart a bit. We're gonna just take content, we're gonna talk a lot. And I'm just so excited to get to know you guys and hang out with you guys, and honestly also for you guys to get to know me, because there's a lot more to a person than social media. Okay, I need to get on top of myself and I need to edit this video. Watching myself crying in the beginning is gonna be hard. But no, we're focused on love and light. We're focused on gratitude and community and kindness and like-minded girls, and I'm just so excited to meet you guys. Tickets are gonna be free, of course. The Pilates class is gonna be free, of course. There is gonna be a matcha bar. I cannot be sponsoring all the matcha for all my girlies. One day I can, but now I got legal fees, queens. This is crazy. I made my first ever like crying YouTube video. Honestly, we're gonna focus on the positives. This is like, is this like a moment in my influencer career? Crying on YouTube. Oh. No, honestly, I'm not gonna make jokes about this. This is actually really not funny. And I have a very, like, I think I said that in the beginning of the video, I do be tending to laugh my way through really bad situations. I think that's a trauma coping. But please take all of that with a grain of salt. Yeah. So yeah, oh my goodness, girls, we're focusing on love and light, and I am so excited to meet some of you guys on June 22nd, this month, this year, 2025, my first ever event. Yeah. Comment, like, subscribe. Please be soft and be mindful in your comments. You're really sensitive at the end of the day, but I love you guys. I'm gonna finish up my match, my emotional support match. She got me through this, and I will talk to you guys later. See you on Insta. Bye.